Hello there everyone, guys, my name is Nasrallo and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today I'm coming to you with a very important broadcast on how I actually made 1,000% profit during this bear market. I'm going to show you something that nobody's talking about, literally nobody's talking about. So if you want to be like no one else and like the 1% of the crypto market, then you have to watch this video till the end, because this is a very secret stuff I'm going to show you. And today I'm actually coming in from the mountains out in the UAE, which is quite crazy. So this is my office right now. It's quite crazy, but I had to take the woman out, for a nice romantic time. So, but quickly, let's discuss Bitcoin as to what is happening, because we saw a continuation of the downside on Bitcoin. And this is what it basically looks like. I apologize for the quality of the video, but as you can see, that's all I got for you. So we actually kept moving down, and we actually moved down to, let's check it, we actually went down to like 27,000, and I bought into my long actually right here, then also a little bit right here. And as I said, if we're gonna move lower at 26,300 approximately, I'll add more to my long trade. And then I think that the last place I'm gonna add to it for the time being is at 25,000. So I am betting on that this is going to be just a correction in this up move, just because of liquidations that should be exhausted around 23 to 25k, and then move to the upside. So that's why I'm just building this long trade, and this is just my outlook. Why? Is because if you're gonna take a look at, for example, the funding rates at this point, then you're gonna see that all of the funding rates, and I hope you can see it, are actually turning very negative. So this means that more people are actually short. And this usually means that people are like, and then it just goes up. So it's just, liquidations after liquidations, it's like liquidity. That's just how the market moves, because we don't really have any big bad news for the crypto to keep crashing. So again, if you haven't seen all of my previous videos, then you have to go and check them out. And also, we're going to take a look at liquidations themselves. Then, for example, yesterday, we saw a dramatic decrease in liquidation. So potentially, maybe this right here, as we are standing at it right now, could potentially be the end of it, and maybe we'll actually consolidate and move to the upside. But just in case we're going to move lower, I'm going to just keep adding to my long trade. This is not how I usually trade. I usually pick a spot, all into that spot, basically in one entry, and then just controlling it. So here, just because of these liquidations, I'm gonna stretch this entry and just enter bit by bit, which usually I don't do that often, but in this instance, I wanted to give it a try. So now let's cover some interesting news before I tell you about how I've just made about 1,000% profit. Something that nobody is discussing on social media, I promise. So watch this video till the end, guys. Very juicy information. So it's something you can use for yourself as well. So some interesting news right here. Abu Dhabi is actually calling for feedback on proposed legal framework for decentralized economy. So what they're offering is to use decentralization in just on a global scale. So this is really cool. And this is actually also followed by some very good news about MICA regulation, and also the regulation we're currently saying being proposed in EU, in Europe, and the parliament actually passed the bill, and CZ is coming out and supporting it. So Binance CEO CZ leads praise for EU's new crypto regulation MICA. So basically, on Twitter, he came out and he said that this is final. Well, as he said, the details will matter, but overall, we think that this is a pragmatic solution. So overall, we're starting to see EU, China, Emirates, also many other countries are actually taking a lead on crypto regulation right now. And everything is going to be exiting the United States, like we've seen already with Coinbase. So this is quite positive. Even if the US is going to ban it, short-term perspective, yeah, we're going to go down. But then the US is going to realize what they've lost, just like China did. You remember China banned Bitcoin mining and all this shit? And then they actually came back and they said, they didn't say it officially, but Hong Kong is opening up to it and mainland is not opposing it. So they realized how much they're going to lose if they're just going to keep the crypto out. So the same thing with US. So crypto is unstoppable. Now, let's talk about my huge profit. And my huge profit actually is coming not on Bitcoin, because remember, we've taken a long trade on Bitcoin from here to right here, actually, focus, to right here. And this is where I've taken $115,000 profit. But I also made a huge profit on a coin which is called Crypto GPT. So, and this is what the coin looks like. Focus. So this is basically, you can actually research GPT, USDT. So this is what currently the chart looks like. It started at half a cent, it pumped right here. So the listing was normal, like at 5 cents, and then it pumped to like 12 cents, and now it's going down, well, just as usual, pump, and then consolidation, correction, and then potentially higher, and then the price actually chooses as to where it wants to go. So the question is, like, how did I even make 1,000% in this? Because normally, you know, when you look at it, you normally cannot really enter here. It's impossible. Normally, when it gets listed, you will enter somewhere, maybe here. Oh, Jesus Christ. So maybe you'll enter here, or maybe here. So it's normally impossible for you to get a good entry price. So how did I enter at the very bottom? So basically, I entered right here at half a cent. So I bought it at half a cent, and I was selling a portion of it right here in this vicinity. So this is how I've made 1,000% on it. I still hold some of it. But the answer is very simple. And that is something that you have to be on the other side of the table, so to speak. And this is where my funds come in. I invested in it before it was even on the market, before it was traded, before the token even existed. So how, and this is how a lot of people make millions and billions of dollars. So how can you invest also in these projects at an early stage, and then once it gets listed, you already have 10x, 20x, 30x, etc. Well, for one, you need to be able to select good projects, because like me in my venture fund, out of 300 projects we looked at, we invested in 6. 6 out of 300. So you have to have a good team, or you can actually go directly, and look, people are enjoying zip lines. So what you can do is you can go directly to crawloventures.com right here. There's also I'm gonna leave a link to it down in the description of this video. So this is one of the things that my venture fund actually does. So if you have at least $20,000 that you want to invest, because again, a venture fund, we cannot take less than this kind of amount, and even this kind of amount is very small. And we're filling up the seats in the fund quite quickly, and we're going to be increasing the entry check to 50K, then 100K, then 250. Then at some point when the fund is more established and like tier 3 or so, we're going to increase it to $1 million per person or per entity. So right now is your chance. If you have at least 20K and you want to get into early stage projects with the help of my analytical team, and also do 1,000% on certain projects. Again, every project is different. Some of the projects can dump, some of the projects just list at the same price to get into them. So it all depends. But overall, this is how you get an edge, like real edge, because there is no competition. And the reason how you can get into these kinds of projects, as me as a fund, why I get access to them is because we provide help with liquidity, help with marketing, we provide help with developers. So we actually assist the project far beyond than just giving them money. So even if you had money and you came to one of these projects, you identified one of these projects, they wouldn't sell you their allocation. It's called an allocation. So you have to do it through a fund because they want added value. A good project always wants an added value. So if you're interested in becoming a part of early stage crypto investing, which is a very promising thing for the next few years, then you have to go to crawloventures.com and fill out an application, and my team will be in touch with you about the KYC, about the whole procedure, because it's an official registered US fund regulated by SEC. So there is KYC, there is whole procedure, and then again, minimum is $20,000, and you can take part in all these early stage deals as well. So anyway, guys, this is all about Bitcoin, about Crypto GPT, about early stage investing. As for me, I'm gonna enjoy a nice Sunday, and as always, peace and love. Thomas Crollo. Stay smart, stay rich, and I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.